back down to 30 something, you could have bought some more.
Nah. We back, man. Nah, man, we not doing that. We holding on to the Trump stock, man. Trump might go to 100 on you. You understand me? And I started off at 11. Can't lose. I already won. I can't lose. Even if it come back to 11, I done already cashed out a couple times at 20, 30, 20, 35, and 42.
I'm supposed to cash out all of it at 42, like I told you.
Man, that's a long. That's
at 30.
That's a short term strategy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you'd have had it. You'd have been good.
Salute, man.
As me.
Nah, man. So I told you I got the long term and the short term at the same time, man. I kind of it's like a dual thing going on, man. I've been studying all these black rocks and all these. I really want to get into like a big firm like that, man. I really want to, an investment firm or something like that. Like I'm doing the personal stuff now, but I really want to take it to a whole nother level. So I'm just studying right now. Mm-hmm. But what's up, man? You see, it's a bullish market going on, man. I'm I'm not even gonna lie, man. Like I've been playing with stocks since 2017. And like I told you, this year is my first year I really got serious without back then I was buying, like you was just saying, that's why I won't do it now because that was my strategy then. I was buying and selling, and then I'd be like, oh man, forget that. And then I forget about it for 6-8 months. And I just wasn't dedicated to the way I am now. So yeah, it's a lot different now. But yeah, but you tell me what you think, man. It's been crazy. You telling me I should have got out my Trump stock, even though it didn't already paid me tenfold. I done already made. $1,000. I won't get that until January because I bet I was buying contracts. Trump stock. You told me don't buy no Trump contracts. Trump,
I didn't say that.
He been out. You told me it was a waste of money when I first posted it.
I said you should buy more. That's what I said.
No, you told me I should buy all girls because it's cheaper. I'm like, nah, if I know she's gonna lose, why would I buy them? You know what I'm saying? Right. But anyway, man, it's been a wild week in the market since the election, man. Talk to me. What you seeing, what you feeling? Give me your insight of what you've seen over the last week.
Yeah, it's like we talked about last week, man. It's when certain candidates win, they policies and stuff that they talk about, they're gonna boost stocks in certain sectors. So like I said, I was positioned to. So, even though my candidate didn't win or whatever, I'm still winning, So it's no hard feelings on that. You just got to, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Everybody don't believe what you believe, and people see stuff that you don't always see. So have preview to knowledge that you don't have preview to. So that's just what it is, and just got to be prepared for it,
Yeah. Man, so your cuz just trust in your cuz, man. It's gonna be all right, man.
Well, if you'd have trusted me, you'd be buying more stock at 30 something instead of cashed out at 40 something. Then put that same back at 30 something, and you've been right where you are. Good.
No, it wasn't, because if I cashed out all the way then and got back in at 30. I'm losing the level that I'm in. I started off at 11. You got to realize,
you're not losing it. You're not losing it. You're taking that profit off the table. Now you buying in with a different amount. So as long as you put your stops in place, you was good.
But no, I'm saying if I cash out, then if I cash out at 40 and then it go to 30 and I buy back in, my number is 30 now.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I don't want that. I want that number. It went from 11 to about 14 something now because I've still been buying at certain areas when it get higher, so it averaged up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm trying to keep that. As long as that average stay around there, I'm good because I've already shaved off of it 3 times, so my money's back made. This is free now. This is free.
It don't matter. So say it was 40 something, right? 42, right? Say you cashed out 100 shares. If you only had 100 shares, say you cashed out all 100 at 42, right? Now you made that money. Now you buy in 100 shares at 30. Now you still made your $1,200, but now you in at $30 now. So when they go up from there, that's your point now.
You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, but I'm saying I want to keep my point low as possible. And right now my point at 14. So I got a way more buffer now, even when it comes to 30, because I know it's gonna go back to 50, especially by inauguration day. It's probably gonna be about 70, 80 days just on the strength of that alone. I'm gonna definitely shave some then, but I'm gonna still keep it because I and then I'll buy some more when it hit back 40. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to 100. That's just me. But even if I'm dead wrong, like I say, I'm already won. And if push come to shove and it just plummet, I won't lose nothing less than my average where I'm at now. So I already cashed out 3 or 4 times. And if everything go wrong, I end up breaking even with what's left. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where my stop loss is. Wherever my average, what I'm averaging up to, it's gonna be a stop right there. That's it. So I just break even though I've already shaved 3 or 4 times.
See, I guess I just play it different because my stop loss is always above what I paid. Always above.
No, and it would be, but I'm already good. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, so now and I'm good, and I believe in it. See, if you don't believe in it, then I understand what you're saying. You're gonna get all the way out of something. I believe it's gonna go higher, so that's why I want to keep my average low because I believe in the stock still.
Well, that's not why I do that. I get out because I use that profit into something else too, and then I still get back in the stock that I wanted, and then I can set my stop loss.
Man,
so that's how I do it. So I'm still. It's not about me not believing in the stock. It's about me cashing out, getting that money so I can use some of that somewhere else, and then reinvest it in that same stock at a lower price. That's kind of what it is. It's still averaging. It's not really averaging down. It's basically just opening a new position at a different price in that stock. So if you believe that it's going to go up to 100, I'm cashing out at 40. It go down to 30, boom, I'm getting back in at 30 because I believe it's going to go up to 100, right? So now your new point is 30, and then as it run, you still good. You got your stop loss in place at 31 or whatever the case may be, and then you still good for whatever happens. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I understand the strategy. I definitely.
So that's my strategy. That's what I use because I don't like a lot of money in one thing for too long, if I can help it, unless it's just one of my long-term plays. But that stuff I don't really worry about. But if it's not a long-term play for me, not like when I say long-term, I mean 5-10 years, then I'm hitting it like that and then dropping that money in something else that I do believe in long-term. And that's basically some blue chip stocks.
Yeah. And I think, and I guess that's probably pretty much what I'm saying, because I do believe in that one long term, especially next. I ain't gonna say a long term, because when I say long term, it's 3 to 5 years. I know for sure for the next 4 years, that one got a potential to go to 100 and something. I believe, you know what I'm saying? Just the way I'm thinking. After he go out of something, might be time to cash out something. Then you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm looking at it. But for the next 3 to 4 years, especially if everything start going better, it's just gonna keep soaring. So
you better watch it.
Yeah, you got to see. Just like even Bitcoin, like right now, it's a lot of people that's gonna. I believe there's a lot of people that's gonna take a hit, even though Bitcoin is going to 100, maybe 120 in the next maybe 6 months. I believe there's a lot of people that's jumping in now. It's going to get caught up because it's going to contract. It's going to go back a little bit, and they're going to be, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all. I tell people every time it hits the Facebooks and stuff, you tread thin water when it start hitting the public like that. You should have been already in. You know what I'm saying?
I saw a post today, or not a post. It was an article. It was like Bitcoin's almost at 90,000. Is it time to buy? Like what? You gonna buy at 90,000?
It's people. I see a dude today to say he dumped everything he had left. He just dumped it in Bitcoin today, and I'm like, I believe it's gonna go up. So I'm not saying don't get in if you're not in, but I'm just saying be careful. I would come in small amounts because I'm looking for a pullback soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if it's not a major one, because I believe
it's gonna be a major one.
I believe Trump being the crypto president, like he said he want to be, he's not gonna let it. Not for too much and too long. So they, especially with them talking about the U.S. buying it itself, the country buying Bitcoin, that's going to shoot it up. And they're going to make it where I believe in the next probably year or two, if you're not getting in it in the next 6 months to a year, you're not going to be able to get into it. It's going to be too much it's going to be too much government money and hedge funds in it. It's going to be too high of a price, man.
That's funny that you're a doomsdayer and believe in crypto. The government should buy crypto. That's funny.
Huh?
I said it's funny that you're a doomsday prepper and you believe that government buying crypto is a good thing.
I mean, the government prints our money, so we can't get away from it. It's the future digital money. You know what I'm saying? Like
I agree with you.
Can't escape
I'm
it.
just
You know,
saying.
and it to me, I do believe in certain ways it's a better thing. It gives it more strength and it's going to give it more oversight. Like, oh boy, that's doing what 30, 40, 50 years, whatever he was doing with all that the crypto. And that's what I used to be scared of, how people can steal it. It's just like, it's just the wild, wild west at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I believe a little regulation, too much regulation of anything is bad. But yes, I believe it needs a little oversight and a little somebody that got real muscle that can really make sure it's sustained. Because at the same time, you're playing with something that could just crash tomorrow and all of it could be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I think that's going to be like that for all cryptocurrencies because it's a worldwide currency. So one country can't control it. They can't regulate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about just giving that president just buying it. That's why it's shooting up now, because that's what you see the things talking about, because Trump the first pro crypto. That's why I was dumping in money the last month. I've been telling you that.
He's the first.
I've been saying that for the last month. I said I'm putting more into Bitcoin and Shiba, and Shiba went up 40%, 38% today. Because I know that he's the crypto president. He's buying stuff with crypto right now before he's president. It's gonna shoot up. And then Eli, he's fully behind the Dogecoin. So I knew Tesla and Dogecoin's gonna shoot up. So I was stacking up on that because of that. This is how we gotta operate and look at these scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just
I'm finna short Tesla this week.
Say, oh man, I see. This is what I got to do with this show. I want to start being able to pull up stuff, because it's funny that you said that, right? Because I don't know if I can find it, but $52 billion was lost for people trying to short Tesla this last week, and it kept shooting up. I just seen it. It's funny you said that because I just seen it. $52 billion was lost. People was trying to short it. And even I was looking at a story about Elon Musk and Bill Gates, Bill Gates, because he electric car. So Bill Gates say he's into the clean earth or whatever. But he came to Elon like, let's do something together. Let's have a meeting, this and that. And Elon refused to have a meeting because he was like, you shorting Tesla. Like, I guess he can tell. I guess big whales. He can tell big whales shorting his stock. He told him, "I won't sit with you. You're a hypocrite. I'm doing something that's really cleaning up the earth and helping with the earth. And you short my stock. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But yeah, $52 billion was lost with people trying to short Tesla, and it's gonna have a cool off period, of course.
Oh yeah, and you know what I'm saying. But I know that cool off.
We was in the Discord today, and we was it's going to 500, but that next couple years, like Elon being right next to the president is really what's doing it. Like, he's in the meetings right now, helping with the government. Like, that's putting him in such a powerful position that Tesla ain't got no choice but to shoot up. And I didn't know that he had so many government contracts with the government already, with the Starlight and all this, his technology and all that. I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? So he's already a heavyweight in the government, but now he's on part of the team. Say, man, it's gonna be the next 4 years, gonna be prosperous for us, bro. I'm telling you. Say, and because I was telling some guys earlier, they were like, man, he won because Elon has made $70 billion since the election. Since the election, and they were talking about all these big heads that have made billions of dollars, millions and billions of dollars since last week, and everybody like, see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm like, so okay, where you invested at? Nowhere. So you got money in the market? Because I know what I done seen in my portfolio in the last week, and I ain't got no money like nowhere near like them, and I'm still loving what I done seen because I'm in the game. So we can't be complaining and always saying that it's really a trick, and you ain't even in the game.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody can get that wealth. That wealth ain't for they don't go by colors in the market. They don't care, man. If you add money, you buy shares and you trade and you doing all that, that's on you. It don't matter what you are. So that's what I was just talking to some guys about that last night, because I got questions about the voting thing and all that, and you know what I'm saying? I had to break all that science down to them. But after that, we started talking about the market, and they were talking about how they betting and they tired of losing money, and I started showing them one of the portfolios, and I showed them how it grew, where it grew from when I started with 350, and now it's like at 20,000 in 2.5 months. And I'm just saying, like, you dumping money, you going out to eat every day. You dumping money into bed and hoping you can win. You never hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and matter of fact, probably $1,000 that I done dumped in the market over the last couple of months came from betting. Because what I did when I hit, I made a bet for like on a football game for $100. I won $3,800. Half of that went straight to the market. Like, I do stuff like that. I'm not no gambler like that. I'll bet on a game or two. Maybe I might put $20, $30 towards a bet every week or so. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be sick because if I lose, I'll be like, man, that could have been in the market. You know what I'm saying? That little $30, $40, $50 could have been in the market. That $100 could have been in the market. So that's why I was trying to get them to think. But showing them in real time, like, if you just start, it don't matter how much money you got. If you just start with the money you got, my sister, she started today. She got Amazon. She got a couple stocks today. She started with like $60 or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I had to make an account where I don't want to show them all my business in my, my Charles Schwab, but but that Robinhood, I don't mind showing you 10, 15, 20,000, because then, especially where we from, like they to them that look like 100,000 or so. You know what I'm saying? For somebody just had that just sitting in in an app or something. So that to them that looks it, but it makes them believe it more. And now everybody, hey man, I want to sit and talk to you about that. I'm gonna open up me an account, man. I got $30. I'm gonna start. We gotta encourage them to start. What I need, $500? No, start with $20. That's all. Yeah, let's just do it. And every time you get some free money, instead of going out to eat or something, just say, hey man, you know what? I'm gonna throw it in the market. Just make it a habit. Just make it a habit. Every time you get some free money, you know what I'm saying? And it just builds up. So, like, bro, this is our gold rush, even though it's a bull market and it's gonna come down. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I was telling the guy yesterday, those are good days. That's when it's repositioned. Like you was talking about earlier, that's when you can reposition and get in at a lower number. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even when it do come down, that's not a bad thing. You if you trade it, you can do some puts. If you're not, you just wait for a certain buy zones and you pick up for cheaper. And that's just the game, So it's a science project, just trying to play with the mindset of people that want to do it because they think it's just easy. And you can do that in 2 months, but I'm putting in money like normal people don't do. So most people's accounts not gonna go from 300 to 20,000 in 2 months. So I'll be realistic about that. Unless you dedicated and you're a little psycho like me and you just willing to just eat sandwiches and just you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you when we first started this show, like I was playing for the last 4 or 5 years. So these next 2 years, I gotta make up for that. So I'm in a pace where I got to make up for some years that I played with this stuff and then catch up to the times now. So I'm in a whole nother zone right now, man.
I feel you.
Yeah, so I'm loving this bullish market. I'm glad I'm actually catching it because I used to sell my stock so fast, and then every time it would be a market like this, I'm like, oh man, I missed it. I could have hit. I'm like, you know what? I'm not getting out fully no more. And that's another reason why I do like the strategy I was just telling you. Because all the time I was cashing out, I would miss the pop every time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Either I cashed out because I thought it made it and it was gonna crash, or it was crashing. I got scared and got out. You know what I'm saying? Like either way, I was losing money, and now I'm like, nah, I'm in it for the haul. I'll shave out, especially when I get hit home runs, where the money's already been made. Then it's just everything's just house money now, Yeah, but most of my stuff is long term because I'm heavy with ETFs. That's my thing. I'm really heavy with ETFs. Tesla and Nvidia. I was throwing money in Nvidia today because that was basically almost the only thing. Nvidia and some gold was only a few things red on my in my Robinhood account anyway. Nvidia, so I was like, it was a buy day for Nvidia because Nvidia like at what 140 some. I'm looking at to go to 165, 180 in the next couple months. So 140 some, I'm buying in, huh?
So the professionals talking about 185.
Yeah. I was thinking 165 to 180. That's what we was talking about. So right now, and I think my number for that is like 122. So it's still super low, me averaging up, even though I've been buying since it went up, still averaging up. But I was every time it dipped down, that's when I buy more. That's what he always say, bag up the bricks truck. He said, if it buy here, buy a couple. If it drop here, back up the truck. Whatever you got, dump it. You know, it's the heavy load. You know what I'm saying? So these are just different strategies. But overall, what I'm talking about is just the fear. Fear that you got to be, can't be fearing what can happen and just embrace it. When it crash or when it go down, those are shopping days. That's what I call them now. I swear. So if I see a bunch of red, you know, and that's why I was telling him when I was breaking it down to him yesterday. I said, well, you see over here, I got my, you know, my buy money, so I'm ready for shopping days. So that, you know what I'm saying, I got money that's sitting there just waiting on days where it's just red. Where I used to panic and I might used to get nervous and want to sell. I'm shopping. And which ones are lower than my price or right at my price or just at a good price? Boom. Shopping day. You know, so we just got to get over the fear and realize what the way we live in as a whole. That's what we should be scared of. You know, like that's what we should.
Yeah, we talked about this plenty of times. How some people gonna be in real bad positions. You know, thinking Social Security is all they need that they can get by. Like, oh, as long as my house and car paid off, I'm good. Like, nah, you're not. You know, those are your two biggest expenses more than likely. But healthcare gonna come into play. You know what I'm saying? Insurance, food, gas. You're gonna want to take trips. You're gonna want to do stuff, be around grandkids and family. Like, there's so much stuff that's, you know, just itching to take your money. You got to have that backup plan and make sure you got enough income to sustain the life you want, not the one you have to have, the one you want. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, and that's what's unfortunate, man. And I think that's what got me the way I am now. Because the way I came up with a lot of the older homies that I used to be out there on the corner and stuff with, right? Like now they like 60, 70. But I seen it then. That's why I didn't drink. That's why I didn't get on drugs and all that. Because when I was out there, I was just watching them like, oh yeah, he used to be like this in the 80s. Like he was the man. And you know what I'm saying? And you see how you get older and you haul your body out, you living crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it just catches up with you. But the thing that they did it the most, like all of them talk about how much money they used to have and what they could have did with their money, and I blew it on this and I blew it on that, and I was just, when I was talking to the guys yesterday about stocks, man, I'm like, we be talking that big stuff, but at the lowest levels. So we be thinking we the man in our cities or our communities, or you know what I'm saying. But in the bigger scheme of things, man, we don't even show up on the blimp. You know what I'm saying? We can talk that big stuff where you from or in your little corner and all that. But in the bigger scheme of things, we don't even understand that. And that's what I was trying to get them to see.
I mean, even in that point, they ain't no, you know, Bumpy Johnson. You know, they ain't giving out turkeys and stuff for Thanksgiving to, you know, people in the hood. You know, people always talk about, yeah, I had all this money, I had it, but you wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
You wasn't doing nothing for nobody except yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Just living and spending.
Yep, that's it. You want to show, I mean, the same thing nowadays, right? People trying to show off for Instagram and TikTok and all that type of stuff. Like, no, I'm just keeping my head down. I'm grinding. I don't care about none of that stuff. I don't have to be famous. I'd rather be rich. Chameleonaire said it best. I'd rather be rich than broke and famous.
For real, man, because that's a bad feeling, and it's crazy, but it's not that hard to change your life, man. Like it's not that hard. Like it's gonna be hard at first because you're gonna have to go without a lot of stuff you programmed to want. You know what I'm saying? And, so all that money, that stuff you used to blow your money on, it's gonna mess with you because you're gonna feel bored. You're gonna feel like you're not living your best life. You're gonna feel like all these things. And I'm like, just give yourself 6 months. If you can get focused like that for 6 months, you're gonna go for years, because once you see the results, you're gonna be like, I'm not going back to that way. You know what I'm saying? If we could get you to change your mind for at least 3 to 6 months and really just dedicate it, you're gonna change on the rest on your own, because the results gonna be like, oh nah, I'm not going back. You know, I'm not going back to that. And so that's the thing I'm really trying to push, man. So that's why I started an account where I can show, because I really don't like showing, you know what I'm saying? You know, me, I don't like showing money but stuff. But you have to show people, because we forever could talk about it, you know what I'm saying? And then until they see it, like, dang, all I got to do is do what? With $20 for real? Yeah, and this and that. Yeah, and I tell them about, I'm a little more heavy on, I'm heavier with it, so you're not going to see the same results unless you do the same way, but at least start. You know what I'm saying? At least start, at least get in there and start, and start with the money you're already blowing. So you ain't got to worry. I don't want to hear nothing about no, it's crashing. When it's crashing, that's shopping day. That's why I tell them all, it's shopping. Shop on those days, man. And if you do that over time, poverty would disappear from everybody, from all of us. You know what I'm saying? If the mamas started for the kids and the uncles and the dads, if everybody just started playing with a little money and throwing money in these big companies and throwing money in some tech companies, and just I'm talking about not even being the most scholared person of the market. I'm talking about just regular, just like, oh yeah, I shop from Amazon every day. Oh yeah, we in Walmart every day. Oh yeah, like just common sense stuff. Oh, I got an Apple phone. Why not have Apple stock? Just like stuff like that. Oh, I got a Verizon phone. Let me get Verizon, and they pay dividends too. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's just simple stuff that we do. We got the stuff. We shining with it, but we just won't invest in it so it can pay us back in the long run. So if we just connect that, man, like it'll be a whole different world.
See, I think people can connect that. I think that's the easy part, but I don't think people want to do the work. You'd be like, all right, look, this is what you gotta do. So before Robinhood, anyway, right? You're like, all right, you want to get the account? I need you to go online, go to this website, charlesschwab.com, enter all your information, open a website, or start an account. Boom, then deposit some money off in there. They'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Never do it. Now you be like, look, pull out your phone, download this app. Here's my code. Put that in. Bam, your first stock right there. That quick.
Yeah.
Like. It's so easy now. Like people don't even have an excuse anymore. Like I can literally set you up an account in like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and get you your first stock. Like, and you scratch it off just like you do these little scratch off tickets.
And some of them, once you make your first deposit, even if it's super small, when they're gonna give you a stock or 2 or 5, if you do, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get a few of them just by starting. So. It just got to be a thing that we do, especially from the kids, man. And that's why I definitely want to get with you. Soon. Soon we get some time. I want to start working on that because that stocks to the moon. And we just talk about from birth, just the compound interest from that child from the first day of birth, and you just buying a share for the celebration of that day. And with that child graduating at 18, what you just consistently doing $50, $100 a month from that birthday to the 18th graduation. That child is set up probably in the top, for sure in the top 15%, probably in the top 10 or less percent, just by that dedication that you make. Don't mean you got to stop nothing. You just got to find an extra $50, $100 from birth to 18 that you're going to put in this market every month until she's 18.
Yep.
Just like that. You can do that working at McDonald's. Like literally, you can find an extra $50, $100. Even if you say you're a fast food worker, your child's whole childhood, you can make sure that she got hundreds of thousands of dollars by finding $50 to $100 a month throughout her life.
Yep.
So it's no excuses, man. It's just like we just got to do, and we got to encourage to do, and we got to push to do. And I know the guys that I seen, one of them called me today, but I know what gets them because, like, especially when you're talking to the guys that look at the street version, but it's anybody because people go to work. Why? Because they hear, oh, this job paying good. So people go, so it's the same thing. People went to the street because, oh, are you making that much money standing right there? I'm coming to stand by you and do the same thing, So it don't matter if it's the job or that, it's all the same thing. When people see it and see you can make money off of it or see you can provide a living, like in real life, people gonna do it. What's up, Miss Lisa? I was thinking about you earlier when I seen that Bitcoin hit 88. I said, I know she over there moonwalking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on. I'm finna take the screen real quick. Let's see. All right, here we go. Oh, wait. Let's see which one I want. All right, boom. All right, you see that? Can you see it?
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So this is, let's see if I can blow this up a little bit. All right. So this is investor.gov. This is one of the spots that I use for compound interest calculators and stuff like that. So we were just talking, right? Initial investment, $100. So if you did this when the day that somebody was born, and you or a family member, it doesn't have to be you all the time. The mom can do it, the dad can do it, the uncle, whoever, right? And they can contribute $100 a month for 18 years. And let's just go with 6%. 6% is lower than what the stock market averages, but we'll just say 6%.
Yeah.
Compounded annually, at the end of 18 years, they're going to have $37,000, over $37,000. And that's just $100 a month. And let's go with the actual interest rate, which is about 10% that the market averages. Oh, my bad. Hit the wrong thing. Let me see if I can go back with that real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Let me stop that till I get that right, and then I'll pull it back up.
Okay.
Yeah, at the 10% joint.
Yeah. It's definitely, and sometimes depending on what you in, could be bigger than that. But yeah, you always want to think moderately when it comes to that. And if it surprises you, let yourself be surprised. But
yep,
to get a certain numbers, 6, 8, 10% somewhere.
All right, so we just did 6%. It was a little over 37,000, right? So how much you think you're gonna have if you do if it's 10%, which is what the stock market averages? How much you think they're gonna have at the end of 18 years? I'm gonna take it over again.
Probably about what, 70, probably like 75.
All right. Back at it. All right. So initial investment, then same things, everything's still the same, $100 a month, 18 years, 10% interest rate. Now we're gonna have $55,275. Now, let's say the stock market goes crazy because these past 2 years it's been averaging over 20%. 1 year was 30%, like 37%, and then this year so far has been like 28%. So let's just say we did 25% for that time. Look at that. Over $250,000 that somebody could have at 18. That's not, going to college, taking debt. That's at 18. At that price, you can buy, you can pay for your own college. You can buy a new car after graduating high school.
Yeah.
Like you can pay for everything and be debt free.
Business, whatever you want to do, you can start out, and that's not a goal or something that's no one can do. I don't know no one can do. I'm talking about people that I know, struggling a little bit more than the next person, but they still got $50 to $100 that they blow every month. Even the people that say they doing the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, for sure. Easy. I mean, chips and sodas are now what, $3 each?
Yeah,
just about. People buy that all the time. Man, that's not. We're not even gonna talk about cigarettes. They what, $8-9 a pack now?
What, $10, $50, $11?
I don't know. I don't smoke.
Yeah, so. I ain't never smoked. I just know because I deal with people that be buying a pack of cigarettes. I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
I had one guy. He was working for me, and he sent me to the. While he was working, I went to the store. He gave me a $5 bill. He was like, "Man, give me a pack of Skittles and a soda, and 2 packs if you can." Man, I went up in there, man. I didn't know Skittles was like $3 and a soda was like almost $2-3. Like last time I bought a 20 ounce, it was like 89 cents. So you know how long it's been since I drank a soda. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe people paying these prices, bro. Like I only go to a convenience store if I'm getting gas. I don't get nothing out of no convenience store. I go to restaurant stores, I go to HEB. Like I don't, because I cook every day anyway. So I just make sure that my meals are a part of me buying my book. You know what I'm saying? So I don't buy none of this stuff. So me, I don't, and people go in there all day and buy all this stuff, $10, $15, $12 on. The ice cream is triple priced when you can just go to HEB and buy it at a more reasonable price. They'll buy it at the convenience store for triple the price, double the price.
Don't even think about it.
Don't even think about it, so we all have money that we could just be putting into the market, man. And if you start small, just start. I don't care if you start with $20, $30. I don't care. Just start, and that's where. And just start with where you spend the money at. Don't worry about my sister. Well, I can't do it until I learn how to trade. I said, sis, You know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars I done missed in the last 5 years because I didn't get serious in the market because I didn't want to get into it unless I was trading. If I'd have just started off, you know what? And I mean, I did it, but I was getting in and out because I was frustrated that I wasn't getting the trading. But if I was just doing like I'm doing it now, right now, I still ain't trading. Like the numbers I'm showing them, that's just me just being aggressive with buying stocks, and I'm still not trading. So that number, that account could be double or triple if I was trading it. But I'm like now, I don't care. I'm an investor first. I'm gonna get the trading, and the trading gonna come. But I'm an investor. I'm an investor every chance I get. I'll get the trading. It'll come. You know what I'm saying? I'm not so. And that's the mentality. And that's what I'm trying to tell her because she was doing the same thing. I'm like, no. Well, I'm gonna wait till I get $500. No. Start with 50. Start today with $50. No more excuses. Open up the account, add the money in there, and she did it. You know what I'm saying? Like the excuses are over. Like you started now. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Now every time you get some free money, dump it in there. So
I can't get my brothers to do it. So
I finally got one family member to do it. Everybody else be like, that look good. Oh, that's nice. They like to see the numbers in it, and they want to hope that they can have. You show them a good day
from the jump.
You show them a good day. They think they can start off and have a good day. You know what I did to have a good day like this. You know, a 2%. Look, a 2% move wasn't that good some months back. Now 2% move could be hundreds of dollars. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I had my first not Charles Schwab. I haven't checked Charles Schwab, but I know the Robinhood. I had my first $1,000 day just by, like I say, no trading, just by the stocks that I got in there shooting up. To me, that was a milestone. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, because I remember when it used to move 1% or 2% or 3%. I'm like, man, that little change in there. You know what I'm saying? Or when I first got my first dividend check, and it was 40 cents. Oh, that ain't nothing. But now my mind is different. Like that little 40 cent gonna grow to 70 cent, gonna grow to 80 cent. And then we think like that and embrace the come up in the grind and how long it takes and quit trying to get rich quick. See, I wanted to get rich quick, so if I wasn't trading, I didn't want to do it because I'm like, man, the trade is where the dude in the Lamborghini said he made $100,000.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I was looking at it totally wrong. Now I'm an investor into the market. I buy quality goods stocks, and you know what I'm saying. And I get into the trading. So I changed my whole mindset on it, man. And it's already paying off. I know some people say it takes a long, long time for it to pay off doing when you just buying shares, but it really don't if you're aggressive. Now, if you're just doing a little change in there every now and then, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
If you can figure out, if you can give yourself 6 months, a year, and just get super aggressive and just live like a monk, close as you can to it. You know what I'm saying? If you can just do that for 6 months, I'm telling you, I'm witness that you can change. You can change the way everything's structured in yourself just by doing that for 6 months, man. I'm still within my 6 months. I'm still doing it, but I'm like I say, months in, I'm already seeing it. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a wrap. 6 months to a year, it's a whole different ball game, and I'm probably gonna start trading in about the next month or so. So where everything I'm doing now gonna start doubling and tripling when the trade comes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take some trades. I'm gonna take some trades probably this week, man. I'm sick because he gave me the play, right? My mentor, he was like, hey, it's gonna go to 300, but it might come back down to this and that. So just be prepared. Say it left me at the bus station, man. It went to 300 and ain't came back yet, man. it ain't contracted or nothing. So I keep waiting on that because now I don't want to get in because I keep thinking, oh, it's going. It hit 300 and then said like what 350. Like it ain't stopped. It gotta stop sooner or later. But you know how much that's Kimfo. Like I could have made tens of thousands of dollars, man. Like by trading it, if I did some calls like he was telling me to do, especially depending on how many contracts I got, you know what I'm saying? But I was gonna get at least 20, 30, 40 contracts and just average in as I can because he buy hundreds at a time. So he has the 10, 20, 30, 40 that like last week he had a $250,000 day. Like he's, you know what I'm saying? I ain't there yet. I'm you know what I'm saying, but if I can start having my $2,000 days, my $4,000 days, my $6,000 days, because like he said, if I can, once I show you how to do it, making $100, the only difference is the contract size.
Yep, add some zeros.
You know what I'm saying? If you can make $100 with that same move, you can make $100,000 with it. Yep. All you gotta do is add more contracts. And when I looked at it like that, I'm like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that. So So what I'm doing now is it's gonna even take off, and it's gonna, I gotta get the skill down before it start crashing, because then I'm gonna be riding it down, doing puts, making money as it go down, and I'm gonna be buying them at buy zones. So that's why I really want to, because I know it's the crash. I mean, it's gonna crash. I think it's gonna be a while because of the circumstances now, but you got to prepare for it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be ready.
I wouldn't call it a crash.
Not
it's gonna be
a correction. Yeah, a correction. But I think it's gonna be a serious, like within the next 4 years, it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a pullback to about 20-30%. And that's kind of severe. You know what I'm saying? A 20-30%. Yeah. And that's what we were talking about yesterday in the stock club, you know, like, and we was listening to I forgot his name on CNBC, but he was talking about that. He was like, he don't think it would happen under Trump, because Trump is so pro market and pro business that it might not happen under his administration. But 20-30% pullback is not too far fetched. Just put it like that.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening, but to not even just to be prepared, knowing it's a possibility. It's good to just be prepared for it. And if it don't, it don't.
I bet at least one is going to happen under Trump. Historically, average one happens every like 2 years. So there's going to be at least one. Now, is it going to be that severe as 30%? No, I don't think it's going to be like that. But there will be a correction in the next 4 years. Almost guaranteed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's only been like 3 times in history, I think, where a bull run has lasted like 5 years plus.
Yeah.
And we're in year 3 right now. So I just don't see it not happening, you know. So and that's just it is what it is. But once again, I'm no expert, I'm no wizard. So I'm gonna play both sides. I'm gonna have my stuff ready, you know, like it's gonna go up forever. And then I'm also gonna have my cash set to the side so I can buy it when it goes down. So because I know it's gonna happen eventually. So yeah,
that's why we got to be. Just be prepared, and just like I say, just get involved, learn, and just I believe, because this is how I got. The more money I put in, that made me learn more. You know what I'm saying? Because I got more interest. Like, you know, I'm in my app I'll be selling plates and stuff out there every time it's a little slow, so I'm checking them out. I got the guys up there. I'm gonna open up me a Robinhood account, and you know what I'm saying? Like, let them know, like, man, hey, y'all playing, man. Y'all go to the club, y'all drinking, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about turning up when you get off today. Like, no, like, split that up with the market, man. Start throwing some of that in the market, you know. So I'm on my little crusade right now, because I really feel like a lot of the stuff that we complain about, we can change it. And it really just messed me up yesterday when the guys were talking about, since the election, all these rich people get you see how much money these rich people have made? And like, yes, I know the little change I done made, but where is your money invested at? Then we get the stupid face on then. So we want to complain about everybody getting rich, but we're not doing nothing to even be in a position to even get any of it.
Yeah.
Even if you ain't getting rich, you ought to be putting yourself in position to get something out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's always been my biggest thing. Like, if somebody else is doing it, why can't I do it? Why can't I ain't got to be as big, but why can't I get some of it?
Yeah.
You know, like if you know, freaking Elon Musk made 70 billion, how come I can't make 100,000? You know
what
like,
I'm saying? For real.
I'm like, I gotta at least be, you know, 100,000th as smart as he is, you know, like,
gotta give me some of that, man. Let me get some of that off that, man. You know?
So yeah, I'm the same way. I'm all about it, but I go after it too. Like, I don't like not knowing stuff.
Yeah,
I don't like knowing that somebody is getting rich off something that's seemingly easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I got into this, I was like, all right, I did all this research and all this stuff. You know, it took some time, but when I got it, I was like, all right, got it. Boom. Like, this is how these people are doing this. Now, I haven't studied in I don't know how long. Like, I look at stuff and I learn different aspects of it when I'm trying to do something, but I haven't really studied to try to learn the market in a long time, because I already know it. And that don't change. Like, you know, computers change, all this different stuff in the world change, but this market don't change. How it goes up, how it goes down, that stuff doesn't change. Reading charts, that don't change. So once you got it, you got it. And it's a skill literally you learn for life. And you can always make money with it. Or you can lose money with it if you plan it wrong. So, but it's a skill for life for sure. And as long as you have that, you can always make money no matter where you are. If you got a computer and the internet connection and a couple dollars, you can make money.
Yeah. And that's the freedom. That's the freedom right there, man. To be able to get a skill where you can just go into your computer and potentially earn a great living. And it's not about being right most times, because you're gonna take some losses. And but like what he say, he told me his win percentage is 58%. He's a multimillionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like he wins a little. Well, that's in trades. We were just talking about strictly trades. So if you can win 50% of the time and be a multimillionaire, that lets you know it's not about the wins. It's just making sure when you win way more than you lose. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about. What I'm saying? The losses are there. They inevitable. That's why you got to have stop losses, and then you got to get out of position and reposition yourself or whatever. Mm-hmm. So the losses are going to come, and you got to embrace that. You got to know, I'm gonna have to lose that to make these hundreds of thousands. I'm gonna have to lose some thousands. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like it comes with it, And if you ain't got a stomach for that, then you ain't got a stomach to make hundreds of thousands. Maybe it's just not for you, and that's cool. If that part is not for you, it's cool. But I think that's a cool trade-off to me. I done put up money for a lot of other things. I done invested money in people. I done invested money in all kind of stuff and got nothing back from it. You know what I'm saying? So I can bet on myself. I can bet on my skill that I'm learning and the information that I'm taking in, and I can live with the results.
Oh yeah, because that's my favorite bet is on myself.
Yeah. I can live with the favorite bet. So that's what we're talking about, man. But so what you thinking, man? I believe this bullish market. I believe, because what I've studied the last 3 years, I don't know. I need to go farther back, but it's looking like it's always bullish towards from this point to the first of the year. So I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be nothing less than bullish from now to the first. What's your opinion on that? What you thinking?
Well, for sure, I'm assuming it's gonna be bullish from now until like June, because like the first 6 months of a presidency is usually when they're getting established. They start putting people in different places and stuff like that, and it's not a whole lot of policy change going on during that time. It's just people being appointed to positions. Now, after that 6 months, that's when they start running new policies and putting different stuff into place, and that's when stuff gets crazy. Like different parts of the market gonna go up and go down, so it's not gonna be as stable as it is right now. So so I'm looking at about June when things are gonna start getting a little hectic.
No, that boy say he coming. It's a lot of stuff doing executive action the first day, man. He ain't waiting for a lot of policies. I know they already talking about that.
But most of those
about 20 things that they gonna do first day.
Yeah, most of those are like stuff that they're basically gonna like stop though. It's not like official policy. Like you can write something and say, okay, this is what I plan to do. This is gonna happen, but it doesn't happen immediately. You know what I'm saying? It's not like as soon as he signs something, boom, that's it. Like it still has to go through the process. Like, all right, he signed it, boom. Now everybody else gonna see it before it gets released to us. So it's still a process. It still takes a little bit. Yeah, he can do it on the first day, but we're not going to see the effects of that for a month or so. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited, man. This is a good time. I really I'm waiting to see. I want to see what this Bitcoin gonna do. I'm hoping that all these people that's posting that they jumping in it today and tomorrow and this Friday when I get paid. I hope they don't get caught. I hope they don't get caught in a quick little correction, man. But it's got to come. But I'm just hoping they see a little profit before they get chopped off, because this is I wouldn't say this is a bad time to buy, because like I say, I believe that buying, and I still buy a little Bitcoin, but I'm averaging up right now because it just shot up. But I feel like it's gonna keep going because of the different things that I see. But at the same time, to be just buying heavy right now, I don't buy heavy right now. I just average in a little change because I'm already in it. You know what I'm saying? So now I just average in a little bit. But for somebody to say, hey, man, I just dumped everything where I said 89, 90,000, man, it could go back to a quick little 82 real quick. You'd be in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just, I mean, it over the past, what, 2-3 hours, over the past 3 hours, it's dropped about $2,000.
Yeah,
so
it's coming. So the person that just did that today is feeling it already. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. If they're looking at it anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
So and see, that'd be the person that'll say, "What? It's a scam." You know what I'm saying? It's this and that, and not understanding. And this is why I always say, I done said on this show a number of times. If it makes Facebook, if it start becoming a trend, if it becomes a meme, you're kind of late. It's not saying that you can't get a little profit out of it, but you're late. You got to be in it before anybody talking about it, before it's high, before you hear the stock shooting to the moon, before you see all those little posts and those hashtags. You should be already in it. Then that's where the real money is. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to check with him and see how he doing, because if that just dropped the last 3 hours, that was about 6-7 hours ago. He had just told me, man, I don't know what his everything was. It could have been $50. It could have been $300, $400. I don't know, but he just said everything I had left, I just put in Bitcoin. I said, boy, you playing with fire, because this show it's got to cool off.
I mean, 7-8 hours ago. Let's see. If he did about 8 hours ago, he's still good. 7 hours ago, it's gonna be iffy. It's gonna be close.
So I don't know. I'm gonna check on the homie, man. I hope he doing all right. But I didn't advise, like I'm saying, I didn't advise him. That's just something he just seen it on. He just been seeing it posted, so he jumped in there and then he told me. I'm like, dang, you should have asked me about it. I said, or you should have told me what you was gonna dump in there, and I'd have been like, well, just dump a little bit of that and just wait for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not telling you don't buy, because I bought something today, but like I say, it's small amounts averaging up. You know, I'm waiting. I'm probably gonna buy a little bit after that, since you said it dropped a little bit, so I'll throw a few more dollars on it now, so I catch little stuff like that. Because right now it's in a super powerful position. So you ain't going to catch it ain't coming back to no 40, 50, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So you missed all that.
Yeah, not anytime soon at all.
Yeah. You missed all that, man. So this is another episode, man. How you tell us what you anything to check on, anything you looking at, or just your feelings for the next week or two? We head into Thanksgiving holidays.
Man, I'm still out and about, so I haven't been looking at much, but the same stuff, Christmas is coming up, Black Friday is coming up, Cyber Monday, all that. So all my little old stores and stuff like that, I'm looking at them to see what they're going to do. And if there's a buying opportunity for that, like Walmart, Microsoft, Apple, all those things, Nike. So yeah, basically I'm looking at all the retail stuff and the consumer goods, Amazon, like I said, all that type of stuff. So to figure out if there's a buying opportunity that can happen before all that happens, because that's when everybody gonna spend money, buying stuff. So I'm just looking at retail stores and stuff like that, and consumer goods and financials as well, banks and stuff like that, because they're gonna get more money too from people buying stuff and using their credit cards and being charged interest and all that type stuff. So those are the things, the two sectors really that I'm looking at to try to see if I can get a good buying opportunity before the holidays roll around, and make a quick dollar so I can buy some presents too.
Yeah, man, I get it, man. People already know they giving number stocks. For the few people that's getting something from me, that's all I got for you, man. I started the whole what I don't really buy too many presents anyway. I ain't, what I'm saying? I used to give money and stuff like that, but no, that's a no-go. We started the whole
that even still fits into what I was just saying, because you're giving stocks, that's financials. You know what I'm saying? So I'm right there. I got it covered.
No, for sure. We own it, man. It's a movement, but like I say, it's more just a freedom, and we complain about a lot of stuff as a people. I'm speaking of right now. we complain about a lot of stuff, and we don't realize that the power is in our hands to really change it. And even me, even though, like I said, I've been playing with the stock market for years, this year really, and I've been seeing people make money off the market forever. You know how, and that's what I'm saying. You see it, you know it's there, but you still find an excuse why you're not into it fully, or why you're not connected to it, or why you don't get it. You just make up all these different excuses. Or when I get this income tax, I'm gonna do it this time. Or when we just find different ways instead of just doing it. And that's what this year it just snapped, and like I'm like I gotta put everything behind it. I gotta put my businesses, all my everything is gotta come second to this. And that was the best move of my life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying we have to. And I was talking to one of my real estate guys, and he was like, "Man, I need to learn more about that market." I'm like, no matter what you're doing, I believe no matter what you're doing, I don't care if it's real estate, businesses. I believe every family, every business, everybody should be connected to somebody that's in the market. Even if you don't do it fully, somebody in your family needs to show you and do it, and maybe be the broker for that family, and you give them $50, and they show you what they're doing with your $50, and it's your account and everything, but somebody that kind of watch. Every family needs somebody, or every business. If you're in the real estate, you flipping houses, man, I'm doing a deal now that hopefully if it gets sold, I'm gonna get a little check. That's going into the market, and that's what I was telling him. And he's like, "Man, I'm gonna start doing that every time I get a little. I'm gonna take a little percentage of everything I flip and start doing." Like, yeah, just like I think everybody should be connected to that, because that's the way to really grow. And that's what you're doing. Well, every business, all these big businesses, everybody that's making trillions of dollars, billions of dollars, they're in the market. Why are we not doing what the wealthy do? Why do we feel like we don't need to do what the people that got it all doing? It don't make no sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, we feel like it's too hard, or, they had to go through something that we can't do, because the thing is, like, everybody, and at least everybody I know, when I talk to them about the stock market, it's like, oh, well, they went to college for that. They stockbrokers, they was 4 years of college and took all these tests and all this stuff to do that. So that's why they making money, and I was like, Warren Buffett
Warren Buffett been doing this since he was 9-10 years old.
Yeah. Like, he started with lemonade stand. He didn't go to college for this. That's, like, it's just, I mean,
more
it's
excuses.
just crazy.
It's just excuses, man. So we're gonna lead the way, and then, like I said, it's just gonna be more interactive. And I think I'm gonna start, just doing what I was doing yesterday, man. Just showing and really, and that's what I want to do on her, get more interactive and just show different things, and probably come up with some different, like, can you make multiple Robinhood accounts? One person? I ain't never even thought about that.
Probably.
I ain't never even thought about that, because I want to start an account from zero and just start showing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like be able to show it and just show a little money. I'm a, like, be in a position like I'm a fast food worker or something. I only get $300 every, you know what I'm saying? And just do it like that and still show that it can still happen even if you're in that position. So we'll figure it out, man. But I'm gonna let you go, man. We did a full hour. We normally been doing about 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? How the family been doing? I know when you call and check on everybody good.
Yeah, everybody good, man. Everybody good.
Just chilling, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, man. Well, you have you hit a beach yet? Not yet.
No, not yet. The weather's looking a little rough today. I was like, you know what? I might stay away from that. I saw them pulling somebody out on a jet ski. I was like, see, there it is right there. Man. Somebody thought they could swim and got.
Well, that's what's up, man. Well, I'll be in big contact. Appreciate you. Another episode, man. We're gonna keep our eye on this market, see what's going on. I'll be in touch with you throughout the week, and let me know what we're doing next week, man.
All right.
Appreciate everybody tapping in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and join us next Monday at 8 p.m. Central. Peace.